Hey YouTube, Mike here. How we all doing today? I hope you all had a safe and productive week. Alright, today, excuse me, we actually have some new Festool and some new sustainers or organizers that I picked up primarily actually for a reason. You know, back in past videos I mentioned like my Festools don't leave the workshop. Maybe occasionally I would take the vacuum and the jigsaw if I had to cut out a sink in a Formica top. But other than that, the tools don't really leave the shop. I have whatever tool I need in Milwaukee on our trucks. Well, now that my first daughter has purchased with my future son-in-law, have purchased a house, and now my oldest daughter, my secretary, she's most likely will be getting married, you know, soon and buying a house. And then my middle daughter is looking now to purchase either a house or like a condo. So now I'm going there and working. Like yesterday I went there and I put up the screens on the patio, I put a new fan up, I put lights around, I ran some electric, I did a workbench a couple of weeks ago I did a workbench in the garage, changed out fixtures, toilet, faucets. So there, when I have to do stuff, I bring my Festools. I bring my toolbox, I'll bring my sander, my drills, whatever. So I want to be able to and I put it on the rolling Festool carts that I have. And I just load them up in my truck. Then when I get there, I stack them up. I brought over the mobile workstation, which is right here, the MFT table on wheels that has the drawer system. And we can work like, you know, humans. So, enough BSing over here. What did I get? Well, for starters, I had to pick up some new pads for the 125 Rotex, 125 sander, and I had to order. It'll come to me for the 150. The heat, because of that foam inside, just deteriorated. You should have seen me one day trying to sand something. I'm like, took one sander out, pad like just mushed apart. Second sander mushed apart. Third sander mushed apart. I'm like, oh my god! And it ended up. Well, they're old. You know, I just use this 125 cordless. I love this thing. If I really need, I'll hook up the vacuum. Other than that, I use the bag. It's got the paper bag inside too, so I like that. So I picked up these, and I'm gonna mess around with them a little later. All right. I picked up two more of these SYS3 organizers, the M89, and they're the 22-inch. I do have the larger one for the larger new SYS3, and this is the organizer that has all of the inserts in it. Well, I love these. I must have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta have like 9 of them. I have one of these on my truck. I now put the new tankless company, the Navion parts and screws in this. I have one for the Renai. Then I have a couple for the leather. My wife has one. And then I set this one up. I had to fill it. So, you see what I did here? What I ended up going out and buying, because as you can see in the background, it's pretty much that finished box, and the video will be up. It's got to get edited, but the video will be up for this. What I ended up getting was like small brass knobs I got them in quantity. I got like little bar hinges, but I bought them in quantity because they were cheaper. some different knobs, other knobs, top closures and hold up, not soft close. They just lock up in position for when you lift it. So and then I also got stuff in like bronze. I'm not gonna start, like this is a whole kit of stuff to lock. See, that's what I said, I don't want to take it all out. This is like closure pieces. It's a whole kit. It's got corner pieces. So if I do something, it's in here as in the organizer. So I had to fill it. I got stops for drawers. I got sliding feet for rails, nail-in little sliding feet, corner pieces. The next ones are real cool. So I got little screws falling all over the place here. See, corner pieces. But the cool one, yeah, I'll get that out later, is these feet. They're corner feet. So they go into the box and they act as a foot. I don't know. I'll eventually use it. So I got 2 more of these, like I said. This one's actually going to be for my truck. I needed more of the new parts. And they're the Sustainer 3. To lock in. I'll take these off the table now. Okay. I bought the INST Sustainer 3 Organizer M89, and I got the SYS3 M112RA US. Again, all of this will be in the description below with pricing. What is it? It's a screwdriver set. So it's got Phillips number 2, number 1, another number 2, number 3. Then it's got a T25 Torx. It's got a nice rubber handle that's actually got some finger grips in it. Then you have a 1/4 inch to 3/8 nut driver. Then you have 3 excuse me, 2 regular, and then a square number 2. A lot of this is also for, you know, using it to do stuff with the Festool pieces and table. Then there's a bottom, and you get an adjustable wrench. Not bad. Not Wera, but not bad. And then, like I said, from American, you get a 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch, and it's a ratcheting open-end wrench, so it ratchets. See? It's got the ratcheting back on it. These are nice wrenches. Yeah, it's nice, the nice chrome on it. Teeth are very, very, very sharp on it too. Like they're very, very. There's a lot of teeth in the ratchet end. And then you get an open end wrench set. It's from 5/64 to 5/16, and it's got the ball end and then the Allen end. So again, nice. If they did a little better with the open end or the adjustable, so it's a 10 inch, 250 millimeter. I mean, it's nice opening. but it's the finish on it is not the greatest. See, I want to bring these. I just bring these, and if I need them, I have them. If not, I got to go in the truck. I got to get. I have, you know, Milwaukee stuff on the truck because I bring my truck with me. But this is pretty cool, and it came in the new. They do like a special edition, so they give you this like blue sustainer, and this is the Ratchet set. So it's 3/8 and 1/2 inch, and they give you a 3/8 nice, pretty similar handle to the screwdrivers, but again, it's the actual, you can feel it, and the best way to do it is to put the extension, see it's got the release buttons on them, is to put the extension in and just turn the ratchet, and you can feel a click, how close the clicks are. So it could be like, this could be probably close to 100 teeth in here. It's 100 teeth. On a ratchet, like with Snap-on or Matco, they have a lot of teeth in the ratchet, the gear, and that shows a good ratchet, because you know, if you're in a confined spot, you don't want to go like that far to make your next turn. So it's like right there is the next turn. So that's very fine on the tooth. So they give you a long and a short extension, and this finish is really nice. And then they give you a swivel. Then they give you let's see, 1/2 inch to 1 inch, and then they give you going in the opposite direction, 13 millimeter to 22 millimeter. Then they give a, well, I'll show you. Well, they give you a little stubby screwdriver, and then a little stubby ratchet, which they give you Torx bits, Phillips bits, straight bit, and then an adapter that will adapt from this little tiny ratchet to one of the 1/4 inch sockets. So if you want to use something as this small, you have it in the case, and they give you this adapter piece. So you have square, Torx, Phillips, and 2 regular bits. Sorry, I got a little really stuffy. Then here's your 1/4 inch ratchet. Again, there's your first click right there. So it's like that, now it's like that. There's got to be 100 or better teeth in here. So they give you a long and a short, and they give you a swivel, a little 1/4 inch swivel. Then they give you 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch. And on the metric side, they give you 5 millimeter to 13 millimeter. All in this nice foam insert. They did a nice job with it. So again, like I had to make up some bolts in the workbench that I built for a future son-in-law. So I could have used, you know, I just got these. I just got this. I figured I'm just going to get everything, and then when I go over, you know, because I'm there probably almost every weekend doing something. That's what you're here for, your kids. All right. This is pretty cool. This is Festool's, what do they call it? Well, it's their phone charger. So basically, it's 577155. It's like $49. So basically, it's comes with the phone charger and that massive book that they give you. That probably costs more to print this book than it is to make the tool. And now the man, it's tight. So they give you this. This is the adapter charger. So it has, you can do USB-A, C, power button. So we have a cord. We have my phone. You take your 18-volt battery, plug it in, turn your power on. And I think this is a C. That's a C. And it actually will do 2 phones at once. And then you're going to see my wife. There it goes. There's my wife, Mary. Charges right up. Also, now I don't like doing this, and you shouldn't really do it with a back. It should be just a phone. You turn the power off, but it'll charge on top. So it's got that magnetic charging through the top, so you can just lay your phone on top of it. But I don't recommend doing that, and I do have some good ones with the rubber back. This thing gets warm. Even my wife noticed, because I gave her one too, so even she noticed. So then you just turn your power off, hold the button in, so to turn it on you push it. You see, you just can't push it to turn it off. You got to push it and hold it. It'll turn off. And then disconnect your battery, and Bob's your uncle. All right. Do I have ones on the truck? Yes, I have power supplies, but this is going to go inside of my Festool toolbox, and I'm going to bring it with me. And if I have to charge my phone, I charge it with a Festool. Why did I buy it? Because it's Festool. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Damn, I'm so stuffy. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So here is the box. I still got to do felt. It is heavy. So I did a little detail to the sides. This, I'll be able to pick it up this way. I don't know how heavy the thing's going to be. I mean, the tools are small. And basically this is just to raise my working platform off of my workbench. See, it's designed to 12 inches tall. Now, of course, your tables, your work tables are a little smaller than the MFT. And then when your chairs, you know, you can adjust. They have adjustments on, like office chairs. You adjust it all the way up. And then when you're working, you want to be working like this, not like that, because, like I said, it took me 30 minutes to put a screw back in a battery holder that held one of these little tiny batteries. And it just, 30 minutes to hold it down, get the screw moves, it falls in, pick it up with tweezers, put it back in, falls out, flips off, falls on the floor. Now I gotta find, and this thing is the size of a grain of sand. So, you want to be comfortable when you're working. Also, and I didn't receive them yet, is I'm going to be able to remove these 2 drawers. See, so I just built, 6 drawers, 7 with the one on the bottom, and then a tray. And when you're working, you pull the tray out to a certain distance, and then you're working, and if something, it'll roll onto the tray. They also have a skirt that goes around you and clips in here. So there'll be 2 clips on the larger ones. So everything will fall in the skirt, but some of these things just catapult out. So this is going to have, it's a special rubber top, but it's not going to fit the whole opening. I just built the box to the dimensions that most of the box are built at. And then this sits on your workbench up higher, and then you have other things like a microscope. You could have your tuner, your demagnetizer, and stuff like that lower on the bench, that you can go and do something else. But when you're working on a movement, you want it to be high. So there's my shelf, my light, and I actually bought a light that is for so it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then off. So it's 4 modes, articulating. It'll spin. I can rotate it out of the way. So side, so nothing rolls off, but it also is going to assist me. It's oak and birch plywood. So I got top drawer, and my drawers are dadoed 1/4 inch, and then you see how I extend the sides out. Poplar with an oak front. It just slides right in. So these 2 top drawers are deep. Then this drawer here, I got these brass knobs, one again that I got with all the set. This is another deep one. But then this drawer, I did Kaizen foam, and I mean the oil bottles are like that big and smaller than like the circumference of a dime. So I'm going to cut in and put oil and grease in here. There's actually 8 different oils and greases you need. Different viscosity, made by a company called Mobius. So I'm just going to cut and insert the grease, because the grease is bigger, back down to the oil. Then on this drawer, I Kaizen foamed it. This will be my movement holders. This drawer, I did, again, another Kaizen. But this drawer is pretty cool. I wanted something double. So what I did is I actually Kaizen on the bottom. Then I glued in little 1/4 inch dowels in the corner. And they're about maybe an 1/8 inch higher than the Kaizen foam. See here? Then I cut this piece out so it slips in, and now I can put, I have these sticks. Matter of fact, here's one right here. Wood sticks that I actually put inside of a pencil sharpener to sharpen the point. It's used to clean out dirt and grime. It's used to hold. It doesn't it will not mar metal. It won't get magnetized. So I buy these in pieces of 100, and I just sharpen a bunch of them. And as you can see, I sharpen to a point, and that's what you use. And then when they break, or when they they get bad, you just use another one. But you use quite a few of them. So I want to be able to put, there's these plastic holders like plastic needles that you use. There's pieces to push the block arms down. So I'm going to use this as a double, and also the way I did it is that I can just open the drawer, take out, get what I need at the bottom, put it back in, and that's it. And the light I made, you see this box, if I want to work on something, say in my kitchen because I want to watch a movie, this is what this light is for. So I can disassemble the light plug, and I can actually I used a piece of Coca-Cola, rounded off the edges, countersunk the screws, tighten the clamp on, and now I can take the whole light out and store it, because this is not going to fit on my workbench, because I have lights. I have my model lights on the workbench. So this will be stored, and then when I bring it, and I do work a lot on the kitchen table, I'll just push this back in, plug it in, and that's it. So there's the box. Okay, now I'll be starting on the my watch holder box, the box that will hold my watches. So that's that. That's all my new stuff. All right. Again, I'd like to thank everybody for all the questions, all the likes, all the comments, and especially all the subscribes. I am greatly humbled by my viewers out there. And yeah, this will be up in a couple of weeks. I just got to get my daughter over to do the editing. And now I'll be doing the other box. I may do that in phases. Maybe I'll do that in like a couple of part video. I gotta see, because now, you know, with her new job, it's hard for her to come over and do the editing, and I'm still editing stupid. So, all right, YouTube, you all have a very safe week, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye now.